Today we're going to take a look at sections 4.1 and 4.2, which is writing linear equations in slope-intercept form. Remember, slope-intercept form is y equals mx plus b. So we might not always start in this form, but our final answer must be written in this form. All right, so there are many ways to do this. The first way, they're going to just give us the slope and the y-intercept. So they're going to tell us something like the slope is -2 and the y-intercept is 5. If that's the case, we're going to plug into y equals mx plus b, and we're just going to have y equals -2x plus 5. Here's another one. If they said that the slope was 3/4 and the y-intercept was -3, our answer would be y equals 3/4 x minus 3. Again, do not give me 3/4 x plus a -3. You're going to lose points because it's not simplified. The next way that we're going to look at this is if they give you a point and a slope. So, for example, they might give you the ordered pair -1, 3, and they might give you a slope of 4. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and we are going to plug in. So you can do this in one of two ways. I typically will start these in point slope form and then solve for y. Or you can use the y equals mx plus b form. So I'm going to do them in both ways though. So we're going to have y minus 3 equals 4 times x plus 1. Remember, it's the opposite signs. So now we can go ahead and we are going to distribute and we're going to solve for y. So we have y minus 3 equals 4x plus 4. And then we're going to add 3 to both sides. We're going to get y equals 4x plus 7. Or if you wanted to, you could plug into y equals mx plus b to start off with and solve for b because we don't know what b is here. So I'm going to plug in, I would get 3 equals the slope, which is 4, the x value, which is -1. So I'm going to get 3 equals -4 plus b. We're going to add 4 to both sides. We're going to get 7 is equal to b. We're not done though because we have to have our equation written. So we have y equals 4x plus 7, which is exactly what we got before. The problem with doing it the second way is that sometimes you forget to go back and write the equation. So just make sure you go back and do that. All right, so this time they're not going to give us the slope at all. We're going to have to find the slope because they're going to give us 2 points. So they could give you ordered pairs, or sometimes you're even going to see it written in function notation. So they might say that f of 0 equals 5. And f of 4 equals 17. If it helps you, go ahead and rewrite these as ordered pairs. So what we have here is the ordered pair 0, 5, and 4, 17. So when we're going to do this, we're going to go ahead and we're going to find the slope. So let's go ahead and do that. We're going to do the first step there. So I'm going to have 17 minus 5. Remember, it's changes in y's over change in x. If 17 comes first in the numerator, then 4 has to come first in the denominator. So I'm going to get 12 over 4, which is 3. So then you can go ahead and you can plug in. I'm going to do this in 2 ways. So I'm going to plug into the y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1, and then I'm going to go ahead and distribute and solve for y. So I'm going to pick the first order pair just because it looks easiest. So I'm going to use y minus 5 equals 3 times x minus 0. I'm going to get y minus 5 equals 3x, because 3 times 0 is 0. I'm going to add 5 to both sides. You're going to get y is equal to 3x plus 5. Or you could do the same thing. You could plug into y equals mx plus b. So if we did that, we would have 5 equals 3 times 0 plus b. So we're going to get 5 equals b. And so then we're going to just get y equals 3x plus 5. Same idea. Again, if you're using this method, don't forget to go back and write the equation for it. Here's another one. So maybe they gave us the ordered pairs -2, 5 and 2, -1. Again, I'm going to solve this both ways, but the first thing I need to do is I need to find the slope. So I have -1 minus 5 over 2 minus -2. So if I do that, I'm going to get -6. A minus makes this a plus over 4, so I'm going to get -3 over 2. Again, do not turn that into a mixed number. So I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to use the first ordered pair. So I could have y minus 5 equals -3 over 2 times x plus 2. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to distribute. So you're going to get -3 over 2x. Think of this as being 2 over 1, so your 2's are going to cancel out. So you're going to get a -3 here. You're going to add 5 to both sides. Again, yes, make sure you're showing your work and showing all of your work. You're going to get y equals -3 over 2x plus 2. Or if you did it the other way, you're going to use y equals mx plus b. So we're going to have 5 equals -3 over 2 times -2 plus b. So if I do that, I'm going to get 5 equals, again, my 2's are going to cancel out. A negative times a negative will make this a +3 plus b. We're going to go ahead and subtract off 3. You're going to get b equals 2. So our equation is y equals -3 over 2 x plus 2. Okay, our last way to write the equation is from the graph. And if we're using slope-intercept form, what we're going to want to do is we're going to want to find the slope and the y-intercept. The easiest one to identify is the y-intercept because it's where it crosses the y-axis. And in this case, it crosses at -4. Then we want to find our slope. Remember to use slope, we count rise over run. We're going up 2 and over 3. So our slope is 2/3. So our equation is y equals 2/3 x plus 4. Now, if we go to this next one, we're going to say our y-intercept is +2. Our slope, we're going down 2 and to the right 1. We're going down 2 to the right 1, so your slope is -2. So our equation is y equals -2x plus 2.